set out with the aim of making sure my brochure had plenty of texture, enough to support the really big narrative of the background story of Din. The Din typeface personality is stern with a really big presence. It really shouts, but in a very non-playful way. It's about rules and regulations. This was really all the encouragement I needed to have some fun with this really law-abiding font. And so the life story of Din is born in this brochure titled Stop, I'm a Realist. The grid really proved its worth in this exercise. In order to present a playful design, I really needed some sort of structure to support it. Margins were set at 10 millimeters and 2 columns per page. And I worked with a horizontal grid structure dividing the page into thirds. From the first reveal, you can see that the texture is really layered. So the base layer features an engineering blueprint in a really light green stipple layered over a bright green background. And this really represents Din's formulaic and engineering origins. I chose the colours green and black as a really industrial, and it reminds me of the science lab bench tops. A huge exclamation mark in the reverse white sits on top as a homage to Din's wayfinding origins, as if to say stop, grabbing the reader's attention. Stop rushes in from the top left-hand corner, almost like it's out of breath. Then there is a big black triangle containing I'm, the 2 triangles here, which looks like it's just woken up from a nap. The triangles are a tribute to Din's signage and wayfinding heritage. A down the bottom is oversized, creating a big block of black, hinting that this might be some sort of design brochure. Realist sits at the bottom in reverse white, the most sensible of all the words on this first reveal. The second reveal features the triangles, threading and weaving from the first reveal. They're directing the reader as signs on a road would direct a car. A big bold quote sits on the left above the science lab drawing, hinting again at Din's formulaic origins. And on the right sits the introduction. Turn left, turn right, stop. Hi, I am Din and I'm here. It's Din introducing itself, narrating in the first person. This is essentially Din's autobiography. Turning on to the third reveal. It's full of personality. It's very theatrical. There are more triangles, more lab equipment. Also, Din is desperately trying to get our attention. Din, din, din. It's like the ringing of a bell. Look at me. The body of text here is broken into 2 columns and then again broken up by a quotation running through the middle, giving bite-sized chunks of information to the reader so as not to bombard them too much. The 3 quotes all speak about the structure of Din, how it's made, how it's formulated, so to give the reader a really good idea of the practical and design application of Din, not just its history. The third page in the third reveal, just here, is where Din expresses how much it's chuffed to be reintroduced in the 1980s and is now used by design agencies such as Pentagram. The final sign-off down here, that's Din's nod to its German heritage, and it personalises the narrative spoken in the first person. The back panel is meant to read like the closing credit titles of a film, starring Din as the realist and Laura as the body copy. Laura was chosen for the body copy typeface as it has a really large X height and it's clear and concise when it's set at 8 point. All other elements, quotations, headings, subheadings, feature Din. This is to really showcase how wide-ranging Din is due to its huge typeface family. At the very bottom layer, you'll notice it says, I am, flip it over, Din. This was just purely to create texture, and I'm sure not many people will notice this, but it was a bit of fun in a playful design.